If you were to make a mood board for each decade, it would probably look something like this, right? Even if we didn't live through the 50s, 60s, and the 70s, we can pretty much agree on the defining look of the time. This is my favorite, the 80s. And minus the questionable hairstyles, the 80s set the trend for bright colors, graphic patterns, and geometric shapes. Which made me wonder, who created the look of the 80s? Is it even possible to point to a specific person or a moment in time? Well, in this case, we can.
I think you'd be hard-pressed to think of any other design phenomenon that could be located as specifically to a group of people.
The Memphis Group dominated the design world in the 80s. The collective led by Italian architect Ettore Sazzes came together in 1981. They had a huge impact on the postmodern designs of the decade.
Memphis is probably as influential a design group as there has ever been, and they did originate a lot of that visual vocabulary, so I give them a lot of credit for the look of the 80s for sure.
Although the majority were Italians, the group had architects and designers from all around the world. Japan, France, Britain, Austria, America. And unlike the name, the group wasn't from Tennessee. They were actually based in Milan, Italy. The name Memphis came from a Bob Dylan song that was playing during a meeting.
First thing to know about Memphis is that it comes out of a long tradition of radical design in Italy in the 1960s.
Radical design was a movement formed by architects in reaction to the minimal and practical aesthetics of modernism.
Modernism was put into some kind of box, and we gave it a lot of rules, which I think a lot of people felt trapped within these rules.
Radical design allowed designers to express distortion and irony, moving from